for today's cup of coffee,
we got indigestion.
He's got indigestion, anyhow. This comes from Unexplained Mysteries, which I want to call Mysterious Mysteries.
Mysterious Mysteries.
Invader Zim, Dib, oldest kid, Dib. And this is by T.K. Randall and was from September the 22nd, 2022. And I am ignorant on a lot of how the titles of royalty works. So those of you all who understand this more on it. Like I said, it made me dizzy. It's like genealogy and stuff. It makes me dizzy.
Yeah.
So it says that Prince Philip, Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh,
Prince Philip,
later Philip Mountbatten. My God, let's try that whole thing over again. Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, later Philip Mountbatten, was the husband of Queen Elizabeth II and served as the consort of the British monarch from her acquisition, as queen on February the 6th of 1952 until his death of 2021, making him the longest-serving royal consort in history. I don't know what a consort is. I guess it's the spouse thereof.
I guess.
Let's see. I don't know. It says, following the Queen's death, there have been calls for Prince Philip's UFO investigation files to be released to the public. Yeah, you would have never thought that, would you?
Damn.
It says, until 2009, the UK's Ministry of Defence, the MOD, actively investigated the UFO phenomenon, but it wasn't just government officials who were interested in the topic. The late Prince Philip, who died in 2021 at the age of 99,
wow,
held quite a fascination for the subject as well. The Duke... So, see, that's another, I don't understand. The Duke allegedly first became interested in UFOs after his uncle, Lord Mountbatten, wrote an official report about a strange object that landed at his estate in Romsey, Hampshire, back in 1955. In it, he described witnessing a saucer-shaped craft which hovered just above the ground before a strange man wearing overalls and a helmet descended to the ground.
The fuck?
Well, I'm sure that overalls was just, the language that he understood, whatever type of, uniform or whatever this person was wearing.
I get it.
It says that he was then knocked off his bike and pinned to the floor by an invisible force.
The fuck?
Yeah. It says the report was only made public after Mountbatten's death in 1979. To keep up to date on the subject, Prince Philip had reportedly maintained a subscription to the journal Flying Saucer Review and had even looked over military reports about the phenomenon. The books he owned about UFOs included The Halt Perspective, which details the experiences of Colonel Charles Halt, who was one of the main witnesses during the infamous 1980 Rendlesham Forest incident, an event often described as Britain's Roswell.
Huh.
Because, if they go on space, if they're going to crash, they're going to crash more than one place.
Right. Fuck?
It says that apparently there's a group of aliens out there that don't know how to drive.
The fuck?
It says Philip's secretary was alleged to have even written to the book's co-author, retired West Midlands detective John Hanson, to express the Duke's interest in reading it. He was also thought to have owned a copy of Haunted Skies, the Encyclopedia of British UFOs. Over the years, he reportedly built up quite an archive of documents, records, and investigative material pertaining to the phenomenon, yet none of this ever saw the light of day during the Queen's reign. Now, though, there have been renewed calls for Prince Philip's Royal X-Files to be released to the public so that interested parties can review everything that he had discovered.
X-Files.
Whether the new king will ever actually consent to such a move, however, remains unclear. And the reason that they wouldn't want to discuss that is the reason that a lot of people don't want to discuss UFOs or UAPs or whatever they're calling it today is because it can be a subject of scorn, ridicule, all those things.
Nothing be who you are.
No, they're not allowed to be who they are. It's a matter of who the public expects them to be, who protocol expects them to be. So, but I thought that was pretty interesting that you did have Prince Philip. I still don't understand as far as the Duke and then the Prince, and anyhow, it's just, like I said, that sort of confuses me on all the titles. But the fact that, the Queen's husband, that he was interested in the UFOs, and apparently, quite deeply, and that his family member had a sighting. So I would be interested in knowing what he had researched and what he had found and what he had in his collection.
Yeah.
I think anybody would.
Hell yeah, I would be interested.
So I don't see anything wrong with it, but now who knows? Because there's a lot of people that collect things and then family members they just fling it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Sad.
It is that, or they'll stick it in an archive someplace and it never sees the light of day again. Which, that apparently, over those years, you think the man was 99 when he died.
Yeah.
And
damn,
started researching this. He may have all kinds of stuff in there. Because they may have told him things that other people are not privy to.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty interesting.
He died not too long ago, didn't he?
Right, he died last year.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So, and then...
So it's only suiting that she died this year.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. I was trying to look and see if it said what month, and I think I had... I didn't put the month down on it. But yeah, that's what they were talking about. I mean, they apparently adored each other. And so she was laid to rest there in the same... They have crypts so that she was beside him again.
Okay. That's sweet.
It is, and it's a matter of a lot of respect.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I thought this was pretty interesting. I didn't know very little about the royals other than, okay, this is this one and that's that one, and because American,
Yeah.
But
we don't understand the concept or the reasoning behind royals, really.
We really don't. We have
the importance of a royal.
Right. So I think it's great. It gives you a little more that, yeah, these were people.
Yeah.
They didn't just sit there on a throne all day. They actually had interest. They had hobbies.
Yeah.
But from some of the things I have read recently, he was actually a pretty cool dude.
Okay.
And some of the things that I have read, they said that the Queen was pretty cool. That she would go out and she didn't want to be treated as one of these dainty people when she was younger. That she would go out and romp. She would go on hikes and different things like that. So it's a little bit of humanizing of them. People have a tendency to forget that these people are people. But yeah, I'd be very interested in seeing what he had in his archives, his UFO archives.
I would be interested in seeing that too. I mean, that is really interesting.
Yeah. So this ended up being an espresso shot.
Which is fine.
There ain't nothing wrong with a short cup every now and then. Be like, one of those midday pick-me-up ones.
It's a shot glass.
Yeah. Well, that's what an espresso
It's a fucking 5-hour energy shot.
No, it don't last that long.
It's a 2-second.
Yeah, it's one of those... And they go on.
It's like okay, well, I'm good.
I'm good for 2 minutes, and then it's like, you hand me another one. Espresso is actually really good, and it takes some getting
There's
used
apparently like coffee shots that are like the 5-hour energies.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what espresso is. It's just sort of like coffee concentrate.
Coffee amplified.
Yeah.
Coffee on steroids.
I have ordered drinks before that you could get a triple shot. It's like, oh yeah, Let me have that.
I had a triple shot coffee one time. It was in a can.
Oh, God. You were wired all day, weren't you?
Not really. I was irritable.
And anxious.
I'm like, fuck the world right now. Absolutely fuck the world. That's why I'm like, coffee is not an essential.
No, it is not your friend. It is my friend. It is an essential food group. Anyhow, if you've had experiences with the paranormal and supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, if you would like to, in a very succinct way, explain to me how somebody can be a prince and a duke at the same time.
The Duke of Princes.
The
Prince of Dukes.
That would be great because, like I said, all that stuff I have no understanding of. None.
The Princess Diaries.
You can send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. And the email address is there in the description box, and link to the article will be there as well.
Yeah.
Know that you're loved.
Mm-hmm. And if you like this video, don't forget to like. If you licked this video,
don't lick the video.
Don't lick the video. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all. Have a good, and we will see you all on the next cup.
Bye.
Bye.